Ethan has a catchphrase, though, that I think we can start off with that I really like. And what's your catchphrase, Ethan?
Cash rules and credit drools.
Say it a little louder.
Cash rules and credit drools.
Cash rules and credit drools. I love that. He just gave us a thumbs down for credit. Well, welcome back to Financial Fitness, everybody. I am your host, Donald Raymond, and I have a very special guest with me today, my son, Ethan Raymond. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. So today is kind of fun and a little bit special, and Ethan and I wanted to have a conversation and do a little interview about some of the things that we've been through and some of the lessons that he's learned or I've tried to create opportunities for over the last, weeks and months and even years, right? So Ethan has a catchphrase, though, that I think we can start off with that I really like. And what's your catchphrase, Ethan?
Cash rules and credit drools.
Say it a little louder.
Cash rules and credit drools.
Cash rules and credit drools. I love that. He just gave us a thumbs down for credit. Yep, I love that. Do you tell people that sometimes?
No.
You don't? You've never told anybody that? Yes, you have. I've heard you do it.
So that they don't get sad.
Oh, you don't want to make them sad. I get that. I understand that. Well, that's good. So we did something yesterday. Can you tell people a little bit about kind of our adventures yesterday?
We went to Mattress Firm, and this guy offered us a credit card.
Well, not at first. Tell them the whole story. Why did we go?
My bed was uncomfortable, so we got a mattress.
Did we get a mattress?
Well, not from Mattress Firm, because he tried to offer us credit.
He did try to offer us credit. We'll get to that part. But so you and I talked about your bed being uncomfortable, and we made a deal, right?
Yep.
What kind of deal did we make?
Only get a topper?
Well, we didn't know what we were going to get, right? We had to go do some research. So one of the rules, you've heard me talk about this, one of the rules with budgeting and managing a budget is to know what you're buying, right? To do your homework, do your research.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So we needed to do some research. So your bed was uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, I was way too uncomfortable.
You had been sleeping in it for a couple of years, but was your back hurting? I think you told me your back was hurting.
It was just uncomfortable.
Just uncomfortable. Got it. Okay. So bed was a little bit uncomfortable, so we needed to do something. But before we went to buy a new mattress or a mattress topper or something, right, we needed to know what you liked. So that's when we decided we would go to Mattress Firm and go try out a bunch of mattresses, right? So we decided we'd go to Mattress Firm. I told you on the way, right? So we got in the car, and you thought we were going to go where first?
I thought we were going to go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Bed Bath & Beyond, right. Yeah, we were going to go check them out, and we still did that, but not yet, right? On the way, I told you that we were going to go somewhere else.
We were going to go somewhere else. We went to Mattress Firm, and then after that, we couldn't buy any mattresses because it was just mattresses. And so...
So wait a minute. So we got to Mattress Firm.
Yeah.
And we walked in, and what did you see?
A bunch of mattresses.
What did you say? Do you remember?
It smelled good.
You said, whoa.
That's a lot of mattresses.
Speak up.
I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of mattresses.
Whoa, that's a lot of mattresses, yeah. That's exactly what you said. And what did we take with us?
My pillow.
We brought a pillow. Yeah, we were prepared so that you could check out all the mattresses. And what did I tell you on the way in? Do you remember? That this was your deal. You needed to talk to the salesman, right?
Which I did.
Which you did, and you needed to tell him why we were there and what we needed to do. So, okay, so can you start there? Like, what was the first thing that happened, and what was the first? You saw a bunch of mattresses, and then we met Mr. Brad, right? Yeah. And so he didn't offer us credit right away, did he? No, he wanted to get to know us, understand what the problem was, and why we were there. So he asked some questions, and you guys got to talk a little bit. What were some of the things that he asked or that you told him?
I told him that my bed was uncomfortable. I want a new bed.
Uh-huh. Specifically, though, what did you tell him about your bed?
It was uncomfortable, too firm.
Too firm.
That's why it's called mattress.
That's why it's called maybe. No, remember we talked about that. It's mattress firm because firm's another word for business. Yeah. So we went into mattress firm. We met Brad. You told him that your bed was uncomfortable and that it was too firm.
Yeah.
Right? So he said, what was his first question? Do you remember? I remember.
No.
His first question, he said, what's your budget? How much money do you want to spend?
Like less than $80.
Well, we didn't know, right? I gave him an answer. Do you remember what my answer was?
No.
I said, we don't really have a budget because we don't really know what we're looking for. That's why we're here, right? To figure out what the right kind of mattress is, because we learned a lot, didn't we?
Yeah.
All different kinds of mattresses. Yeah. Some have springs, some have foam, some are firm, some are soft. One, he said, was like floating on a what?
Floating on a fluffy cloud.
A fluffy cloud. Yeah, he said one was like laying on a cloud.
I like that.
Yeah, you did like that one. And then he showed you one of the most expensive beds in the whole. It's like $7,000. And did you like it?
Yeah.
No.
Sorta.
This is the other one. The one that you laid on. You laid on a really expensive one, like very first one you laid on it. What did you say?
I love it.
No.
So
No, this was the first one, the one that was really firm.
Like, it was pretty comfortable.
You don't remember what you told him? You said, oh, this is terrible.
Oh, right. Yeah, it was pretty firm.
It was firm, yeah. And you said, oh, this is terrible. I don't like this.
Gee, no.
So we did have an idea of budget, right? Like we weren't going to spend, maybe we weren't going to buy anything yesterday, right? We were just doing our research. We were getting ready to buy. We wanted to know what we were looking for. So we did learn some things, but what else happened while we were there? You checked out a bunch of beds.
I checked out like a bunch of beds.
Yeah. What were some things that you learned while we were at the mattress store?
Not much.
Not much. So then we were getting ready to leave, right? It was toward the end, and that's when
He offered us credit.
he offered us, but he used a different word. Do you remember the word?
Get
Financing.
fine.
He said we offer no interest financing. And I said, what did I say? I said, thank you, but
Thank you, but that's great.
yeah, I did. I said we don't borrow any money. I said you're talking to a financial coach, and I coach people every day to not take on any kind of debt, zero interest or otherwise. And I said in our household we're cash only. So if and when we buy a mattress or a topper or whatever we're going to get from you or wherever we find it, we'll pay for 100% of it. Right? We'll pay with cash and we'll just buy it. And he didn't really understand that, did he? No, because then what did he say?
Oh, I only use it for the credit card house.
Yeah, he said, oh yeah, I get that, and I'm the same way, right? He said I only have a few credit cards and some car loans and a home loan, a mortgage, right? He said you have to have a mortgage, and I said, well, maybe. And in my head, Ethan, I didn't tell you this, but I was thinking one of two things is going to happen here. We're either just going to leave, or I'm going to start coaching this guy. Because that felt like a perfect opportunity to start talking to him about the way he handles his money. But we didn't, right? We were respectful, and we thanked him for his time, right? We got his information. We got his name and his number so we could call him back if we needed to.
Yeah.
But what kind of bed? Do you remember what kind of material, what kind of bed you ended up liking the best?
Tempur-Pedic.
A Tempur-Pedic. And do you remember what the material was?
No.
You don't? It was foam. It's called memory foam.
I was just like...
You were sinking into it. So we learned something. We learned that you really do like a soft mattress, and you were sinking down really low into it. And how much did you love that?
I love loved it so much.
So much. And we checked out, so I'm going to say some things. You tell me if you remember. We looked at a mattress that was called Purple.
Yeah.
Right? And that was okay. And you
was,
even
like,
thought,
really bouncy.
and you even thought you laid on one of those and said, oh, I like this one better.
No.
But then you went back to the Tempur-Pedic and you said, nope.
It's a hard choice.
It is a hard choice, right? Because there were so many choices. So do you understand now a little more why it's so important to do your homework and do your research?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what would happen if you just bought the first thing that you found?
It'd probably be really expensive.
You might, you'd spend money that you didn't need to spend, right? You buy the first thing that you find, and now you've spent some money, but what if it's not the right thing?
You're sus.
What does that mean? So everybody, he just used the word sus, and this is sort of a new word to us in this household, but Ethan uses it a lot. So just tell everybody what sus means.
Sus means suspicious.
Suspicious, yeah, short for suspicious. Where does that come from?
Among Us.
What's that?
It's a game where there's 2 or 1 imposter, and the imposter.
Oh, got it. Okay, so then you got to figure
Yeah,
out. So it's like a murder mystery type thing, and you got to figure out who the murderer is, right?
Yeah.
It's a game.
It's sort of like a Roblox game.
But you can even play it in real life.
Yeah, you could be a crewmate or an imposter. A crewmate is someone who runs away from the imposter.
Okay.
And an imposter is someone who kills the crewmates.
Oh, boy. This is starting to sound aggressive, but it's okay,
It's
right?
aggressive.
Like, it's all just pretend.
Just a video game.
I got it. So that's where sus comes from imposter, and
Yeah.
people say
If
that
someone-
people are suspicious, right? We think,
Sus, you're sus, you're sus, you're sus.
I think this person is sus because I think maybe they might be the imposter.
Sus someone.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
If
So,
you name yourself imposter, people think you're the imposter every time. But then when they vote you, they see imposter is not the imposter.
imposter's not the imposter. That's funny. So you just said that our salesman, Mr. Brad at the store,
Yeah.
was sus. So what do you mean? What do you mean when you call him suspicious? Why?
He uses credit.
Yeah, so he wanted us to finance, and he wanted us to buy something that day, and he should have known because we told him that we weren't going to. So then we took our information and we went to lunch, right?
Yeah, which was Chick-fil-A.
It was Chick-fil-A, and I think we even had a special treat, didn't we?
Milkshake.
Milkshake, that was awesome. Yeah, what kind did you get?
Chocolate.
Is that your favorite?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yep. And I had something new.
Frosted coffee.
It was a frosted coffee. It was very good. I really enjoyed that.
I know.
Yeah, it was like an ice cream coffee. It was awesome. So we talked a little bit at lunch about what we were going to go get, what we had learned. We knew that you liked the Tempur-Pedic and the soft one, right? So then I got my phone out while we were eating, and we did a little research. And what did we find at Bed Bath & Beyond?
Tempur-Pedic.
We did, and it was actually called a Therapedic. So it was a little bit of a different brand, but same material. And we got there, and they had one that fit your bed.
Yep.
Right? As a topper, just a topper. And do you remember how much we ended up spending?
No.
So it was a little less than $200. Which sounds like a lot of money, right? Like $200, that's a lot.
It's not.
Well, it is. Even 200 is a lot of money. How much money do you have right now?
70 something.
Yeah. And how long have you been saving?
Like really long.
Long time. So $200.
Since I was like 3.
$200 is a lot of money. Since you were 3, how old are you now?
7.
7 years old. But you've spent some money.
Yeah.
You've bought some things.
Yeah, so if I only saved, I'd probably have more than $70.
Probably. So you and I talk about this all the time. What do you do with money, right? How many things can we do with money?
3 things. Give, save, and spend.
All right, slow it down just so everybody can hear you say it. That was fast. Tell us again.
3 things. Giving money to a church.
Okay.
Save your money.
Okay.
Spend your money.
And do you have to do them in that order?
Yeah.
You do? Tell me why it's important to do them in that order.
so that when you spend, you have like some money left over to spend.
I got you. So yeah, right. So we say give, save, and spend, right? What would happen if I spend first?
Then you'll have less money to save and spend.
Or I might not have any to save and give.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. So we ended up spending about $200. Do you remember how much that bed was that he showed you, that he wanted you to buy?
Like
The mattress at Mattress Firm?
like $7,000 or $4,000.
There was one, and I couldn't believe it. $7,000. Should we buy it?
No, it is firm.
Yeah, it was firm. You're right. It definitely wouldn't be good for you.
No, not me, but for you. You like firm.
Maybe I do like a firm mattress. That's right. But do you think I should spend $7,000 on a mattress?
No.
Maybe not right now. The other thing we learned, Ethan, do you remember the conversation we had about a pillow versus a mattress? So pillows, you could spend $200 just on a pillow. But a pillow might actually give you better sleep than a mattress. And even if you need a new mattress, if you don't get a better pillow, the mattress may not fix your sleep. So if I spent $7,000 on a mattress, but I still have bad pillows, then I just wasted all that money because I'm still not going to get better sleep. So we found it's a V word. You know the word I'm thinking?
No. Validate.
Not validate. That's a good word, though. Value. We found a better value in the pillows, but you already have
A really comfortable pillow.
You already have a really comfortable pillow, a pillow that you love. You even took it with you to go test out mattresses.
Yep.
Yeah. So we know that your pillow is good. We just needed to find a mattress that would work for you. Or a topper. And I think we did. So we stayed in our budget. We saved some money. We did our research. And at the end of the day, we came home with
About $700.
a mattress topper. Yeah, and we put it on your mattress, and then how excited were you?
I loved it so much.
You loved it so much. So talk to me a little bit more about just anything you want to talk about with your financial fitness. Is there anything anybody should know about budgeting?
Never, I got something, but I don't think it's really about budgeting. Never use credit.
Never use credit. Why not?
Loans, mortgage, borrowing money borrowing the money actually makes you lose money. So if you only have $1, you borrow that money for $200. You're negative $200.
That's right. And then what do you have to do?
You can't do anything.
And then if you borrow the money, you borrow $200, how much do you have to pay back?
You have to pay back like $400.
Or more than $200 for sure, right?
$1,000.
Maybe, if it's a really bad loan, for sure. But all loans are bad. So, Ethan, I'm gonna say something. Somebody asked me this question. I want you to answer it.
Yeah.
Okay? So, somebody asked me what the best kind of loan was.
There is no best loan because loans are sus.
Loans are sus. Yeah, what's the best kind of loan? He had to know what I was going to say, right? There is no good loan. Yeah, that's right. Why not?
Because it's credit.
Because it's credit, and credit costs you money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I borrow, you said $200, I'm going to pay back more than $200, and I'm going to do that over a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And during that time, instead of saving money, I'm having to give that money back to somebody else. So all that interest that I'm paying is interest that I don't get to keep.
Yeah. I mean, that's sus.
It's sus, yep. So tell me more. I'm curious now. What if I came to you and I just said, Ethan, I just need help with my
If I was the coach, I'd probably coach you.
You would coach me? What's like one of the first things you would tell me? What if I told you I wasn't budgeting?
Budget.
Budget? What if I told you I didn't know how to?
I'd tell you how.
You'd show me how? Yeah. Cool. All right, so we've been talking about money long enough, I think. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, but I have one last thing to say.
You do? What is it?
Always use cash.
Always use cash. Do you ever hear me say move at the speed of cash?
Yeah, I've heard you say that once.
Yeah, definitely. And then, so that's not mine. Dave Ramsey says that, right?
Really, Dave?
Yep, Dave. So Dave Ramsey says move at the speed of cash. I say it a lot because I really like it. But you have, one more time, the catchphrase for everybody that you like to use.
Credit Drools and cash rules.
Credit Drools and cash rules. Love it. Well, Ethan, thanks for being on the show.
Welcome.
This was great. This was fun. Can I get a high five? Ooh, I think everybody heard that. So, do you think you'll ever could be on the show again?
Sure. Maybe next time you do another podcast.
Okay. All right. Well, I'd love to have you back. Maybe. Anytime. Anytime. Doesn't even have to be for this show. We can do it on one of the other shows. Okay? Well, hey, do you want to tell them a special project you've been working on? Let everybody know that they should be looking for another podcast coming?
I'm working on another podcast called Praying with Ethan.
Praying with Ethan, yeah. Tell them about it. What is it going to be?
It's like praying.
It's your prayers.
My prayers. It's my prayers. You like pray with me.
Yeah.
And like I'm making it for people who don't know God.
Oh, you are? Okay. Tell me more about that. Why?
Like if someone doesn't believe in God, they can go and they want to learn about God, then they can go to Praying with Ethan.
Uh-huh.
And then they can listen to me pray.
They can listen to you pray, and they can pray along with you. And I think we've done 13 or 14 already?
13.
13. Yeah. And we just record your prayers. These are just your prayers every night, right?
Yeah, my prayers.
Nothing special. This is just your prayers, what you do every night.
What I do every night.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, cool. All right. Well, Ethan?
Yeah?
This has been great. Do you know when we're going to publish Praying with Ethan?
Probably tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Okay, so maybe really, really soon. Yeah, maybe. And then we'll probably do maybe one a week, right? We'll release one a week for a while. See how that goes. They're not long, right? They're super quick. Maybe like 1 minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I do like really quick prayers. I don't do it long.
Yeah, they're not long prayers.
1 or 2 minutes.
Super
or
easy.
Maybe just seconds.
Super quick. Praying with Ethan. So we've got that coming. Maybe going to have Ethan on the show Financial Fitness again.
Yep.
Well, that's all I've got, buddy. Great job. I can't wait till we do our next one.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you heard it from Ethan. Cash rules.
Credit Drools.
Credit Drools. Do your homework, do your research, know what you're buying. Don't let a salesman sell you other people's money, right? Let's spend money on purpose. Let's give, save, and spend in order.
Never use OPM.
Never use OPM. That's
other
right.
people's money.
If we do this, if we're intentional, and we do this right, we'll all be better off. So thanks for listening today, and we'll talk to you again on the next one. Say bye.
Bye. Ethan out.
Ethan out.